Hi there, this is Kim Butler with HomeSmart Realty Group, and I'm going to be discussing two important topics. One, everybody, if you have aging parents or you yourself are of retirement age, the question is, what happens to your property? What happens to your home when you die, when your parents pass away? Well, if they don't have a trust, it's going to go through probate. So we're going to talk about probate, what that is, and how that works with your will. And then we're going to talk about budgeting and financial matters, how to stay out of debt and what happens with credit card debt and how that can just trap you. So I want to make sure that people understand how the interest on credit card debt works and how to beat the system. So how to live within your budget, okay? So stay tuned. We're going to take a deep dive right now and do it real simple so that everybody can understand. I need to issue a disclaimer at this point and just say that I am not an attorney and I'm not pretending to be an attorney. I'm just giving you general information to give you a background. For specific situations, you need to consult with your own attorneys. What happens when someone dies in Colorado without a trust? Well, in Colorado, without a trust, it goes into probate. And this is part of the law. When a person legally known as a decedent dies, the possessions they leave behind are known as an estate. An estate can be anything from physical property like land, real estate, or furniture to financial interests like stocks or retirement benefits. Settling the decedent's affairs after they pass is referred to as estate administration and generally occurs under the supervision of a probate court. So the next question is, what is a probate court? Probate is the legal process used to transfer title of assets like cars, real estate, money in the bank from the decedent to his or her devisees. Devisees are recipients named in the will, and they don't have to be relatives, or their heirs such as their children and grandchildren. And if the decedent did not have a will, the law determines how the estate is divided amongst the heirs. All wills must be probated by the court system, but the degrees of court involvement and the complexity range from simple and inexpensive to complicated and costly. In Colorado, there are 3 types of probates. Carl, since your mother had a will, and because the value of her assets is greater than $50,000, and because her will is uncontested, her estate is being probated in the following way. Uncontested estates are the informal method. The informal process is generally allowed when there is a valid will and no contest, no arguments are expected, and there is a qualified personal representative. Anne Marie and John Peterson are the qualified personal representatives chosen by your mother. The court has a limited role in the administration, but ensures that the directions of the will are followed according to the law. What are the responsibilities of the personal representative? A personal representative has many duties, rights, and responsibilities, including the ability to open and maintain an estate bank account, to sell, transfer, or encumber real property, to sell and or transfer assets, to consolidate bank accounts, and to deal with creditors. A personal representative has a fiduciary duty to the estate, the heirs, and other interested parties, including creditors. A personal representative's specific duties include, number 1, to act impartial in regards to all parties to the estate. Number 2, to administer the estate with care and prudence. Number 3, to put the interests of the estate in front of the personal representative's own interests. Number 4, to be loyal and treat each party the same. Other responsibilities of the personal representative include creating an estate inventory of all the decedent's assets, meaning real and personal property. This includes applicable titling and date of death values, managing the estate assets until the court approves the closing of the estate, keeping accurate records of the estate's transactions, and making distributions to the creditors, devisees, and/or heirs. A personal representative is entitled to a reasonable compensation for their services, and whether or not they elect to take a fee, the personal representative should keep track of the time they spend working on the administration of the estate. Carl, let me just say a word about your family. I have never seen a family support a relative in the way that your cousins have been doing for you. I think it's outstanding and incredible. Bill and Kim came all the way from Indiana, and that is a long ways, and Bill did that trip twice. You have amazing support from your family, and I'm extremely impressed and hope that you're extremely grateful for everything that they're doing to add value to the estate to benefit you and Kirsten. The amount of time that Anne Marie and John are spending and had to spend just to learn the law and to understand the estate is incredible. Anne Marie and John have sacrificed a lot, and as school teachers, they're giving up most of their vacation time this summer to help you settle this estate and get your mother's house ready to sell for top dollar. So I really hope you appreciate what they have done for you. Carl, I decided to end this video right here because it's getting so long, and I'll cover the other topics in the next video.